Hey guys, I'm still in my pajamas and I'm sick as a dog. I'm not dressing up today or anything because my day off, but I thought I'd make this video because if anyone knows my history on YouTube and all of the stuff that happened with Mira and all of the takedowns of videos and stuff like that, I figured I can talk about this situation just because it's something that I was involved in a while ago, and this is between two different channels. This was between Ask Japanese and Scarfing Scarves. So I really like Scarfing Scarves channel, and I also have liked not Ask Japanese but Payteen. I like them and they're related and stuff like that. So there was some dude who, long story short, like I'll link the video down here. It's been put on Facebook so you guys can go check out the information. But long story short, there was a dude who sexually harassed people and Scarfing Scarves reported it, and then Ask Japanese, they're sort of like in relation to this person, and because they don't want to separate ties or anything, they've actually copyright striked Tyler's video. And so I just thought I'd talk about this side of it because everyone's talking about the drama side, but I figured I'd talk about the system side. So when my videos were taken down as copyright, with the Islam stuff and then the Mira stuff and all that, it was because I included clips of theirs, and I had to sort of I guess I had to sort of put in sort of a response kind of thing to the copyright thing. So I'll insert what pictures look like and stuff because I'm really congested. Sorry. So what happens initially is usually you get a copyright sort of demonetization symbol. So what that means is the symbol sort of means that people who own the copyright get revenue from watching your content. So the video stays up on your channel, but they get the revenue. So that's one of the options. The other option is what has happened to Scarfing Scarves, and is the copyright strike and the takedown of video. Now, with the copyright sort of demonetization thing, you don't get a copyright strike from that. However, if you were to contest it, you can get a copyright strike from contesting it and bringing it further. Now, what's happened to Scarfing Scarves means that she has a total of 2 copyright strikes. One for the takedown of the video, and then she also spoke about the takedown of the video and got another copyright strike from that. Now, because she mentioned their name, it's essentially given them a copyright strike. However, because her video has no indication, like it didn't have voice clips, it had a couple of pictures here and there which were photoshopped and edited into the video. There was nothing to do with copyright, because under fair use you can actually have a certain amount of content, and Tyler didn't even meet the threshold. So you can have a certain amount of content, and that amount of content, once it reaches the threshold, as long as you're commenting over it, then it's fine. So this is why things like reaction channels exist and stuff like that, because you are allowed to monetize as fair use over a certain amount of content. Now, with Tyler's video, Tyler was commentating on things saying this is basically what's gone on. It was a very toned down, non-detailed version about what's going on. It was a short segment in her show, so therefore you can't actually claim copyright on it because there was no copyright used. She didn't use voice clips or anything. She had a couple of photos and spoke about it. So that is completely, like, so that's one problem there. It's not copyright, which means it's fraudulent, which is actually because YouTube is sort of has a standing in in the USA. It follows USA laws, which means that legally there is no, like, she can't actually be taken to court for copyright. However, Scarfing Scarves, if she wanted, could legally take Ask Japanese to court. So there's that. And the other thing is there's a lot of details that have been put into this that, like, basically the fact that Ask Japanese has been able to go up and be like, hey, I am copywriting this to hide this situation, has actually made everyone curious, because when you're curious you basically want to know what's happened. If you find out one detail and then see somebody smothering up that detail, you'll be like, hey, like, what happened? Tell me. I need to know everything, okay? Because let's be real, the human race is a bunch of gossips. So yeah, we've basically had that situation going on too. So I figured that this would be important to talk about, because if we let little cases like this, because I know that Tyler's still quite small and like a lot bigger than me, but still quite small in the grand scheme of things. But if we let a lot of cases like this slip under, that is when the system of YouTube is screwing up, because YouTube system is pretty self-learning. Anyway, I will leave it at that. Bye.